Hola YouTube, my name is Ricardo Lino and I'm a wheel addict. Today I'm going to teach you a new skill, and that is how to do crossovers with inline skates. We're going to be talking about 3 exercises, and if you master those, you're going to be able to do this very easily. So stay there and enjoy the video. Okay, so for who is this skill, the crossover? Well, the crossover is for everyone that wants to get speed while turning with inline skates. It's obviously something that it's done by intermediate and advanced skaters, but if you are a beginner and if you already have some control on your skates, this is something that you can do, especially if you follow the 3 exercises that I'm going to give you today. But before I go ahead and give you those 3 exercises, let me just tell you that this video is sponsored by Skillshare. And you might be wondering, what is Skillshare? Well, Skillshare is an online learning platform where you can learn basically everything. And the latest skill that I've been trying to learn is how to brand my Instagram better. And for that, I've been watching this new workshop from Ailey Jordan, and she runs a company called Bad Bitch Running, which I actually love the name. And Ailey is a brand strategist and a specialist in brand design. So I can only tell you that it's actually been working with me. I've been trying to apply it to my work. I'm pretty sure that if you guys are willing to learn something, you can just go to their platform, and I'm sure you'll find something that you're looking to learn. And the good thing is, because they are sponsoring this video, they are giving 1,000 free trials for the first 1,000 people that go to the link in the description. So I just need to say thank you to Skillshare for sponsoring this video, and go ahead and enjoy my sponsor, learn something with them. Now let's get back to the video. Okay, now we're back at it. 3 very simple exercises that will completely change the way you turn and will make you able to do the crossover. So the first thing, especially if you're a beginner, if you don't know, or if you cannot stand on one foot, if this is something that you can't do, and that would be the first exercise. Let me just find a place that is completely, yeah, here it's good. There was a little bit downhill. I find a place which is completely flat. All I need to do is I bring my belly button to the top of my left foot, and now I'm gonna bring my right foot up, and I'm gonna try to just balance here. I try to do this. I can even do a little game, so let's see how long I take. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Here's the challenge for you. 10 seconds on one foot only. Obviously very important to be able to do it both. So here I go. Belly button goes to the top of the other foot, and here we go. A very common question is, what do I do with my arms? So while you're learning how to do crossovers, at the beginning, you can actually open your arms. We'll help you center your balance point. So when you're on one foot, you can also do it. You can also do it by putting your whole body in a block. So that would be bringing your hands together here, and just do it here. Of course, for you to do this, you already need to have control on your skate. If you're still learning, if you're still struggling to just balance on your skates, this is not for you. This is a bit more advanced than that. It can still be done by beginners, but by beginners that have a little bit of control in their feet. Okay? Now, once you are able to do these, left foot stand, right foot balance, this was the first drill. Let's go to the second drill. And the second drill is basically just going from the left to the right, but not like this, huh? Because this is how you skate. But if we want to do the crossover, we are still standing in the same position, but now check this out. I'm going to go from left to right, but I'm gonna cross it over. And I can do that on a surface like this, or I can just go to a piece of grass and do it in a piece of grass, or do it on a carpet where my feet will not roll. The important thing here is to make sure that you don't kick your feet, because if that happens at speed, you're gonna fall. Also very important, if you have very long skates like a speed skate, it's probably a bit harder for you to do it in the beginning. So make sure that your feet do not touch. This is a mistake that will cost you some skin. So make sure to, at the beginning, just bring your foot up, put it down, and your goal here is going to be to do these as smooth as possible. And what I mean by that is not just go up and no, try to control the whole movement. From the going up to the going down, you want to be in control. So the foot goes over the skate and then goes behind, down. And you are going to always try to land it at the exact same distance, about, I would say, about a palm, like about 1 foot if you're in America, 30 centimeters, something like this. Very important for you to know, if you have your feet very far apart, you're gonna need to shift your weight from here to here before do it. Don't forget what we did first. Your belly button needs to be on top of the foot that it's going to be on the ground. So if I'm gonna be on my left foot, my belly button is on top of the left. Then I bring my right foot down, I bring my belly button to the top of the foot that is going to stay down. And always like this. Very simple. This was the second drill. Now let's go to the third drill. And for this third drill, we are going to use a piece of tape. You can use a piece of chalk. Do whatever you want as long as you mark the floor. And let's call it the sun. So this is going to take a little bit of time. So I guess it's not too hard to understand why I call it the sun. Okay, so here we go. The way that we're going to be doing this is I'm going to put my feet on top of the pieces of tape. As I said previously, like I could just draw the exact same thing in chalk. And all I want to do now is to open my arms. I'm still learning. This is a standing exercise. I don't want them to roll. This can be done on grass. Good luck. You might need to find like some shorter grass in order to put the line on a carpet or something like that. So guys, check this. From here, I'm going to lift my right foot and I'm going to put it on the other piece of tape. So here, and then I go here. It's very simple. It's basically the same exercise that I did previously, but what's happening is while I'm doing this, every time that I put my foot down, I'm opening it in a different angle, and that's what's going to make me turn. From this exercise to actually put it together, it's basically the same, but instead of standing in the exact same position, if you start rolling and do the exact same, you are already doing the crossover. Just check this out. I'm going to be rolling and I'm going to do the exact same. And this is it. This is how you do crossovers. Very, very easy. Obviously, the more I'm going to do this angle, the tighter my turn is going to be. Now, if I'm going very, very fast, I cannot open the angle too much, because if I do that too much, then it's going to be a problem. So all you need to know is you obviously need to do these according to the speed. Okay, very, very, very important. If you are going to do a crossover, if I'm going to do it to the left, I always need, imagine, if I'm going around a circle like I did in the beginning of this video, my shoulder always needs to rotate to the center of that circle. So check this out. If I'm going to go around this camera, I'm going to be making a circle. Check where my shoulder is always pointing. I can do it like this, where I point with my arms, or I can go in block and just keep my shoulder pointing in that direction. This is very, very important for you to succeed while doing this. A very, very, very common mistake when people do this, it's to keep their feet in pronation. And what is that? Well, your feet on inline skates, this is the neutral position, right? Then there's the movement that you can do called pronation, and some people skate like this all the time, and then there's supination. Obviously, if you have a good pair of skates, like urban skates that are art boot, that are going to support your feet, this is going to be a little bit harder to happen, but it still happens. And the problem is when people are turning, some people, they are scared to go, or they don't have enough control to go on the outside edge. And when you do this exercise, what's going to happen is that one really needs to be on the outside edge. And then when I cross the other one, this goes to the inside edge, and that one stays on the outside. And this is something that you need to do. And some people, they try to turn by keeping the inside foot always on the inside edge, keeping this foot in pronation, and that doesn't allow them to do the turn the same way. Because you don't have space. If you have your knee here, how do you want to do this? Okay, so this is a very common mistake and it happens with a lot of people, especially in some intermediate skaters that have the skates way too low for the level of skating. You will see some speed skaters, especially the younger ones that don't have a very good technique when they have lower boots. This is one of the ways for you to see that they have the wrong boots for their type of skating or for their skill of skating. So maybe practice these. That exercise that we just did right there, it's going to help you a lot. Try to control your movement, slow movements, and you can play a bit with your arms at first, then close it. Of course, if you want to be moving your arms, it's just like skating forward. Our body works like a coil. So if my lower body goes one way, my upper body tends to go the other way. In order to compensate, we know that our shoulder wants to point into the center, but if we keep on going with our leg, it's gonna go over that center point. So just compensate with your upper body. If your lower body goes in a direction, your upper body tends to go in the other direction just to compensate. You will see it also when you walk. If your right leg goes in front, your left arm goes in front, just to compensate. This is something, as I said, that will happen in your whole life. So it's something that you should be used by now. And skating is just another motor skill where you're going to apply what you already do in your daily basis. Now, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys learned something today. I need to say thank you to Skillshare for sponsoring this video. I need to say thank you to all of you guys for following these beginner and intermediate now tutorial series that I've been doing. I've been having a great response on these, and that's one of the reasons why I always feel so excited to do them. I'm trying to do one of these a month. So if you like this one, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Make sure to press on that like button. Also, you can drop me a comment and let me know what you want to see in the next video. If you didn't like something, leave me a thumbs down. Let me know what you didn't like about this video. I'll try to change it for the next one. And with that being said, just like I finish every other video, I'm going to tell you to never ever, like ever forget why we all started skating. And that, my friends, that is because it's fun. Now cheers and see you soon.